Hey up and welcome to the Shimmy TV vehicle review. This week it's two-wheel action time and we're testing the 2016 Triumph Speed Triple 1050R. Let's take a closer look. Although it may not look it at first glance, the new Speed has gone through some major changes which has really transformed it from the old Speed. The entry-level Speed is called the Speed S. This, however, is the all-singing, all-dancing Speed R. And what the R gives you that the S doesn't is Olin suspension front and rear, and that's fully adjustable. Gives you that little red subframe at the back, the red pinstripe around the wheels, red little plasticky bit at the front, and that very pretty carbon front mudguard. I really do like the styling of the Speed. It's nothing kind of like too in your face and too extravagant. It still kind of looks like a bike and not a spaceship. Simple little things like the seat, the rear seat on it, the way they've embroidered the Triumph logo into it. It makes you not even want a seat cowl, and the way they've stitched it in red. Two other things that are really nice on it are the filler cap and the bar clamp. The way they've machined it, it's gorgeous. Now, one thing that I don't like is, why would you have Olin's forks and then stick those big ugly reflectors on the side of it? If it was my bike, I would rip them straight off, and I just think they're absolutely
hideous. It looks like something that you put on, I don't know, your friggin' rally mountain bike when you're about 10. But yeah, for some reason someone decided that that was a good idea. I massively
disagree.
But other than that, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous bike. I really like the look of the new Speed. It's got a real aggressive look to it, but stylish at the same time, with its single-sided swing arm, small LED indicators, and bar end mirrors that do actually work. Now, Triumph do a whole range of extras that you can choose from to pimp your Speed to whatever specification you want and really set it apart from the rest. Personally, I think a must is a tail tidy, and it will get rid of this massive sticky outy number plate thing, an Arrow Lowboy exhaust which will get rid of these two massive cans, and once you take the rear pegs off, it will really open up this back end and show off the single-sided swing arm. And my final extra would be a quick shifter. The new Speed comes with traction control, ABS, ride-by-wire throttle and switchable ECU, which with one button you can choose between 5 different rider modes: road, sport, track, rain and rider. All modes alter the throttle response, traction and ABS. Rain obviously having the least aggressive throttle and the most intrusive traction and ABS. And rider mode enables you to set it how you want it, with the potential to turn all the rider aids off. The triple engine is a real distinctive sound and I absolutely love it, and I really can't wait to hear what it sounds like with the Arrow exhaust. So that's all the nitty gritty about the Speed R. Now let's see what she's like to ride. Telling it how it is, I'm more of a vertically challenged person and the Speed does feel quite tall. But when you're used to riding a CRF 450 motocross, the height isn't really an issue. The riding position is brilliant and all the controls are easy to use and at a glance easy to read. Considering it's quite a big bike, it doesn't feel that big when you're riding it and feels quite narrow and short in length. The ride-by-wire is brilliant and responsive and not snatchy at all. Triumph say the new 1050 motor has 105 different changes. Now, I'm not about to pretend like I know what those changes are, but I can tell you the new motor feels fantastic. It produces 140 brake horsepower, which in this day and age isn't mind-blowing for a litre plus bike, but the Speed is by no means slow. Not as crazy as some of its rivals, but the way the Speed delivers its power makes it feel more usable. It's had a 5% increase in torque and now puts out 86 foot-pounds of torque, and mid-range power is perfect for all manners of riding. The suspension feels really great, a little harsh over the bigger bumps in the road, but nothing to moan about. The brakes on the new Speed are the 4-pot Brembo monoblocks, and they provide excellent consistent feel and aren't too harsh. So that's what the Speed's like on the road. Now let's see what she's like on the track. So, we're meant to be out on track in about half an hour. We're at Snetterton Racetrack and testing the Speed Triple R. However, it's absolutely pissing it down, and we're trying to dry the track at the moment, but trying to dry a track when it's still raining is kind of like trying to get dry while you're in the bath. Kind of doesn't really make much sense in my eyes, but yeah, we'll soon see. Hopefully we'll get out shortly. It's been a really, well, I was just about to swear, it's been a really crap day today. The weather's been on and off, raining almost the whole day. However, we did get a dry session in just then, well, almost 2 dry sessions, and I managed to really open her up with it in track mode, and honest to God, it was brilliant. Really fast. Obviously not as fast as the inline 4s out, and you know, it is down on power on a lot of the thousands nowadays. However, with the torque it's got, it's really good out of corners. Mid-range power is brilliant, and it handles fantastic as well. Yeah, with the Olin suspension it felt brilliant, really good. I haven't ridden the Speed Triple without the suspension upgrade, so I can't say exactly how that one handles, but this handled fantastic, and I haven't had a chance to play around with it or anything like that because the weather's been so up and down. But yeah, dead stable through corners, into corners. Felt a little bit soft on the front end, was diving quite a bit on hard braking. However, with a few adjustments here and there, we'll probably iron that out. Hold on. Coming out of corners was really good. The super coursers, I mean, I had the warmers on before we went out, so they had some good heat in them, but the super coursers have always been a brilliant tyre, and yeah, didn't let me down today, that's for sure. So the gearbox is a tad clunky, but a massive improvement over the old Speed. And yeah, the brakes absolutely bang on. Yeah, the Brembo brakes, bloody hell, super sharp and just great feel and really responsive. And I mean, I wasn't, you know, really pushing it today. I could have pushed it a hell of a lot more, but the brakes felt brilliant. Riding position, I mean, obviously it's a naked bike, it's a real sit up and beg, but you didn't really notice, to be honest, the wind too much, even down the back straight here at Snetterton. It was absolutely fine. You know, get your head down, put your chin on the tank, you don't really notice the wind all that much. Obviously, compared to a sports bike you will, but yeah, it was brilliant. That's what the Triumph's like. Hold on. Bloody hell. That's what the Triumph's like on track. So all in all, I'm a massive fan of the Speed Triple R. At 11.5 grand, it's competitively priced when you look at the price of a lot of its rivals. Now, at 11.5 grand, it's £1,300 more than the S. Now that may seem like a lot, but when you look at the extras that you get with the Olin suspension, I think that the R is the bike to go for. So if you're after an all-round bike that's kind of happy in all manners of riding, and at the same time as being comfortable, is happy to point its nose to the sky and be a real rebel, then definitely get the Speed Triple R.